Yo, hello, hello. Oh, how you doing, Celio and Rebel? What's up, guys? So, I'm not Roman. I'm Roman. Is another is a different guy, but you know I'm good friends with him. I haven't spoken to him in a little bit actually. Oh, okay, that makes more sense then. Yeah. How you doing, guys? Yeah, I figured that you know, I want to get back into the game. You know, I figured I'd stream it. I also figured that I instead of playing on my main, which I could do, could do very easily. I want to try making like a fresh account, fresh character, and leveling all the way up from like level 1 to 40 kind of thing, and then doing that with like the goal is to do that with every class, So bounty hunter, tech mage, merc, attack merc, blood mage, and cyber hunter. To go through them all, and then like stream it, upload it to YouTube, and kind of use those videos to have as like a guide to like new players as well, players who who are new to the game that might not know like how certain things in the game work, might be a bit unfamiliar with cores and stuff, might be unfamiliar with how to investing in like certain stats affects your abilities and things like that. Yeah, this is basically these streams and videos are going to be kind of like a guide to the game and stuff. Which class is first? I don't know, to be honest. Every time I seem to make a new character and I record it or stream it or anything like that, missions for credits is invaluable. Yeah, that's exactly it as well. You got the daily missions now, which give a fair bit of credits. There's a few mission chains around that give a lot of credits. And knowing which missions and stuff to do like at the start is also kind of daunting, because there's a lot of missions that you can do right at the start. Then there's like what bot to buy and stuff. There's heaps of different things. But what class to do first? I kind of feel like doing bounty hunter first. Just because I feel like I've done tech mage a lot. As much as I love tech mage, I feel like maybe I'll give something else a try for once. But yeah, I've got no free character slots on my main account or on my alt account, so I basically have to go and make a completely fresh new account. So I'm gonna do that now. And yeah, I think bounty hunter will start off with first, and then yeah, I'll do a build that will work great in 1v1. I'll hopefully try and be able to make one that's good in 2v2. If it works in 2v2, it'll probably work decently in Juggernaut as well. But yeah, it's like another thing to explain, the mode of Juggernaut and how to unlock Juggernaut, which some new players might not know how to do. But either way, these videos are just a good way to, I think, to show people what how to get stuck into the game and to learn things and things like that. So anyways, right away we're going to start. If you are new, this is your first time playing EpicDuel, you won't have any login information obviously. So yeah, you basically just go register your account, and it'll bring you straight to the character selection screen. So you got the 3 basic classes. The other classes that I mentioned, you can get once you're in game and stuff. They cost like money, or you can get items to change to them. But we won't worry about that for now. For now, you got the main 3 classes here. So there's bounty hunter, mercenary, and this one here is tech mage. So let me just move my face cam up slightly so you can see it. Yeah, you can see tech mage down the bottom here. Each of them have their own skills. They have their own passives. They're all unique in their own way. So it's really personal preference what you like. I've played all of them. They're all pretty fun. Depending on what the meta is, some are better than others. But for the most part, at least early on when you're leveling, all the classes work pretty well. You won't ever have to, you won't ever have to worry about is my class gonna struggle with early game or mid game content. Pretty much every class can play through the game as per normal through the leveling process. That's fine. The devs Night Wraith mainly. He's the leading developer on the game at the moment. He's done a great job at making sure that all the classes are are viable options. So no matter what you pick, don't feel disheartened. Everything has its place and everything can work well. So I'm just going to bring this a bit down now. just so it's, you know, not covering too much of the screen. So yeah, I'm going to start off with a bounty hunter. So pick the bounty hunter. It's got a nice little, like, you know, description here of the bounty hunter. So it says here, I've got to move my face cam again. I'm just going to move this over to the side for now. So, bounty hunters, prior to profession, blah 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 blah. Were among the most focused and disciplined soldiers once employed under Valius's military, adept in countless forms of lethal combat. After the war ended, many of these ex-soldiers would continue to have a lust for blood. As a bounty hunter, your main strength lies in your speed and skill with arms, using smokescreen to blind enemies while delivering a dizzying blur of deadly strikes, leaving them dazed and unsure of what hit them. Bounty hunters also use attacks with dangerous side effects such as stun grenade and poison to further incapacitate their opponents. So it's like, I think all of them have like give you like a brief run through of what each class does. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, so it gives you like a very base description of what each class does. Obviously, you know, there's a lot more to the class once you're actually in game, but it's a very basic and, you know, general, like, you know, statement on like what the class does. So I'm going to select bounty hunter for now. Select the class, and then here you're met with the customer creation screen. So you have 10 default hairstyles that you can choose from. You can also, you know, these are unlocked for free, so you can change them to any of these 10 whenever you want in game for free. You can also pick if you want to be a male or female character. You can change this in game as well. They brought this, and they brought the ability to switch between both genders if you ever want to change. So that was a good quality of life update that they brought out. I think Spider helped, who was a coder. I think he helped with the creation of that. But yeah, it was a very welcome change. So I'm gonna stick with a male character for now. I'm just gonna stick with, you know, this hair. I like how it looks. Actually, what's the 10 one? Looks a bit too rugged for me. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the 3. So you see here, you got your basic color wheel. You can see it changes it retroactively, and you've also got this type of color picker as well. If you want something a little bit more accurate. So I'm gonna keep things like relatively like simple, and, you know, I'm gonna go back, and I kind of like the idea of like darker hair, so we'll do that. Little trim. I'm gonna make this cyan. Color of the skin. Not used to having color of the skin, to be honest. Let's see. Let's just ignore that for now. Let's just leave it at default. This is like the main color of your armor, so I'm gonna make mine a little bit of a darker color. And I'm gonna make the main part of my armor. Let's keep the blue. Let's keep the blue theme that we're going with. Let's go with something like a bit darker, maybe. No, let's go a bit lighter. Let's stick with this. I think, you know, that's a decent color. And then finally we'll go. I think we'll go with darker blue. Actually, no, we'll stick with the cyan, and then we'll change it a bit. I think we'll make it bright. No, let's go darker here. Yeah, we'll stick with this. And then this is the last bit of the trim. Kind of feel like giving it a contrasting color, so it's maybe like not a red. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go with grey for this one as well. Yeah, you get to name your character. If the name is taken, so like if I put in my main, it'll say. Oh yeah, true. That's right. Yeah. If I go to put in UrMenace, and then I clicked, you know, the tick and went through. So, email address. Oh, jeez, I don't even think I have an email address spare for this. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I will be. Okay, hang on. Let me create. I think I'm going to need to quickly create an email address. So let me do that quickly. Actually, no, I wouldn't email address. Let's do that at gmail.com. Password. You can make your password be whatever you want. Yep. sweet. Birthday, you enter in your birthday. So yeah, you will need an email address. If you already have an Artix account because you've played any of the other Artix games, you can just use that login on that very front screen, which I don't even know if I have one associated with this account. And yeah, you put your date of birth in. I agree. Create accounts. Email is already used. Okay, well, that is annoying. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna quickly make a Gmail account. Right. Let's just quickly make a let's just quickly make a Gmail account from scratch. We'll do that real quick. Let's see. Add account. Close that. Nope. Let me add an account. Alright, create accounts for personal use. First name, yep, Joshua. I'm not gonna put my last name in. February 12th, 1999. I'm a male. Username, we're just going to call it UrMenace@gmail.com. Nope, it's already taken. UrMenaceStream@gmail.com, we'll do that. Let's use the same password for that. Okay. Yep. Okay, recovery email address. I'll just use my gaming one. Do not judge me for the name of my thing. You'll log in for you? Okay, thanks Bonner. I appreciate it. Oh man. Don't need the phone number. Yep, that's good. Scroll down, I agree. At least Gmail accounts are easy to make. That's always good. Alright. UrMenace stream@gmail.com. Okay, yeah, so account code successful. It'll bring you to this. So this is you get one last time to change your name for free if if you want to. Yeah, so I think if I go here, click create character, yeah, the name UrMenace is already taken. Let's see. I might just keep it as UrMenace and then put Bounty Hunter. Let's just do it like that. And boom, character has been made. I suppose I can now I can close this now, that's fine. So yeah, so this is this will be the tutorial to EpicDuel. I'm gonna move my face cam back over to the side. Actually no, I might keep it over here for now actually. Let me know if you guys feel like it's taking up too much of the screen or if the music's too loud. I think that I've got it to a good level, so it should be okay. But yeah, so at the very start, so you click on the ground to move around. This is your character. Yeah, name follows you wherever you go and stuff. Yeah, so down here you got the settings. You can turn off sound effects. You can turn them on. Display body requests. What that is when people send you a friend request, it'll pop up with a notification. Might as well just leave that on. Home items. Now, home items can lag your game, but at the very start, you can just leave it on. It doesn't matter too much. War notifications. You can just leave that on. Leaderboard updates, you can also leave that on. Idle battle animations. So I'm going to leave this on for now, just so that way, just to show you what it is. Battle animations, I leave it on faster performance. Music is a bit loud. Okay, that's all good. Let me turn it down a touch. How is that now? Is the music okay now, or? I feel like it should be okay now, hey? Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, battle animations, this basically just controls the speed that, you do attacks and stuff. I think it might be taking up too much of the screen. Okay, let me shrink it down a bit. This should be okay. Okay, and then move it to the top left. Leave it up here, so that way it's not covering the, from here I don't think it'll cover the HP and stuff. Just to be able to see most of the character. Yeah, I think that this should be okay. You can still see the name, you can see most of the stats. This should be okay, right? Yeah, we'll stick with this for now. We haven't gone into battle yet. I appreciate the appreciate the advice though. That's good. Graphics quality, which is Oh, it's behind the camera now. It's going to be a bit hard to put the camera in a good spot when I'm showing all this basic stuff. Change it to best. It just makes the game look a lot smoother. Low obviously makes it look a bit more pixelated, but it'll run a bit faster. So we'll stick with best for now, and we can continue on. So yeah, once again, you click to move around. Pretty straightforward. And yeah, you just click on that. So whenever you get to a screen where you can, like, you know, whenever you move your cursor to the side of the screen, and if you click on it, hang on. Hey Frenzy, how you doing, man? It's good to see you, man. How you doing? How's the duel stuff been going for Smite? I saw you were grinding a little bit earlier. But yeah, so anyways, so yeah, whenever you move around, when you bring your cursor to the side of the screen, so either it'll be like to the side or, you know, up, down, left, right, either or. When it turns to this green arrow looking thing, it means that when you click there, it'll take you to a different area. Yeah, but that's pretty basics, like, you know, for navigation. So this AI trainer is an NPC. You can click on them. And yeah, you've got little dialogue options. Greetings human and welcome to Delta 5. It appears you've learned how to move about the world. Oh no, you lost. Oh, that's rough. Is that like down 100 MMR as well? Has that brought you back out of Masters, or... Oh yeah, how'd it go? But yeah, okay, so it appears you've learned how to move about the world. That's good. I'll be your guide. The tutorial's not great. So that's kind of why I'm doing this as well, to help, you know, to help explain the game a little bit better than what the tutorial does, because the tutorial is very bare bones, whereas this whole series is to really help people, like, you know, learn how to, you know, play the game and, you know, learn the more intricate details of the game. Minus 100 and 20 off Master. Oh, it's so rough. Played Conk and gained a bit though. Diamond, that's pretty good. Diamond 4 and Conk's pretty good, you know, considering the ping. Yeah, so, you know, follow my instructions. Chances of survival will be well over 50%. Please continue to the right. Please proceed to the right to continue. So, think about Arctic's games. They love, you know, they always have, like, fun little, like, jokes and quips and stuff in it. It's just, you know, it's just their style of comedy. Yeah, so, you know, move around here. Talk to the new trainer. So whenever an NPC will have a mission for you, so quests in this game are called missions, they'll have a question mark above their head. You'll notice a lot of NPCs throughout the game, and throughout all the different areas will have question marks on their head. But yeah, for now, you know, we've just got the tutorial, so we'll stick with what we've got here. So click on her. You'll see here it's got available missions in the corner. Let's shuffle this down a touch. Yeah, so to, you know, accept it, you just simply click on it, and it'll bring up a new world tutorial. So this is what like the mission chain is called. It's called a new world, and then in brackets tutorial. And then you can see here as well. Let me bring this down just a bit more. It's got all the missions that you can do in order. So in order to access, you know, the second, third, and fourth, you have to complete the previous one. It's, you know, pretty straightforward in that regard. You've got a description here. So this one's called Take Out the Trash. Some beings you encounter are friendly, but others seek only war and destruction. The Renegade Junker ahead was originally programmed to clear debris, but its code has been corrupted. Defeat the Renegade Junker and bring me a robot part once you have destroyed it. So you can see, like, you know, this is the NPC that gives you the mission. This is the reward. These are the requirements to accept the mission. I don't think there are really any missions that, you know, change the requirements. I think any mission can really be accessed except for a few that are locked behind other mission chains, I think. And I think maybe you might need certain items for other mission chains as well, but for the most part we didn't have to worry about that yet. So to accept it, just click accept mission. We'll do that. Done. Sweet. And yeah, then you just close out. And now you can see that the question mark has turned into an exclamation mark. That means that you have accepted a mission from this NPC. This button down here, the mission log, if you click on that, it'll also take you to what your active mission is. So we'll close out that. You can see there's the big arrow telling us that we need to fight the Renegade Junker. This big arrow only exists in the tutorial to help, you know, guide players to be like, this is the thing that you have to fight for the mission. So yeah, you click here, you know, got a little animation, and it's got like, you know, a little speech bubble, you know. It is a robot, so, you know, I'm not going to try and make robot sounds. Prepare for termination, blah, 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 blah. Challenge the Junker, and it'll put you straight into a fight. So, as you can see, so with the idle, you know, animations, you know, like you kind of got like a breathing animation. Your character, you know, kind of moves their, you know, moves like their weapon up and down. Yeah. So from here, you'll notice that you have 3 skills. So every class at level 1, they start off with 3 skills. You've got, most of them have a shield of some sort. So here we've got an energy shield. We've got a skill, so cheap shot, which you use that, deals damage, and it does all those extra little things that it says. Then you've got a heal. So for now, I'm going to use cheap shot because, you know, it has extra effects and stuff. And you'll also see it leaves a debuff. So this debuff reduces the rage gain and also reduces the healing of enemies, but for you know, for 3 turns. Rage gain is this bar down here. If you hover over it, it gives you a description of it as well. Basically, when your rage meter is full, you get to do like a big attack and it deals a lot more damage. Yeah. So all those little skills on the bottom, they'll pretty much all use like mana or energy, they call it in this game. Yeah, you know, and your energy is this blue bar at the top here. You know, heal uses energy, and they all have different values as well. So strike is just the basic strike, and brace, what brace does is you use it and it increases your chance to block or deflect. And it also gives a slight damage reduction. It's not a lot, but you know, if for whatever reason you ever don't want to attack, you can use brace to, you know, to skip the turn essentially. If you let your countdown tick down to 0, it'll also brace. But for now, let's just fight this NPC. Let's get him out of the way. Hit him with a strike. Boom, he's gone. So you'll see here, you get a little animation. So when you win fights, sometimes you'll get items afterwards. They can be weapons, they can be tokens, which you can use at the arcade. They can be cores, which you can equip onto your gear to make yourself stronger. Yeah, or they can be coupons, which let you either change class, upgrade your gear, or like change your build, all for free. Just depends on what it is. You see here, you got your victory screen. You know, if you lost, it'd say defeat. Credits, that's how much money you earn. You have these different boosts depending on, like I said, these are the base credits that you get. Oh, they got rid of it. Okay, yeah, okay, I did not know that. Good to know. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you have to click brace in order to do it, otherwise your turn will just get skipped, and you know, you don't want that to happen. So yeah, credits that you get for winning the battle, experience that you get for winning the battle, and you'll notice that there's 2 X's here. So one of these X's is a fake button, in the sense that it doesn't actually work. It's there purely just to, well, yeah, it's there just like to act as a way to help deter, like, you know, people from botting and stuff in game. So one of them won't work. So yeah, I click this one here, nothing happens. Oh, pardon me. They got rid of it because it was too powerful. Okay, fair enough. There you go. I suppose if you're missing a turn, it's a bit unfair that you get that, you know, you get some damage reduction, deflect chance, and block chance. That makes sense. You should get punished for missing your turn. Yeah, but the reason why they have 2 X's here now is to basically counteract botting. I'm not sure how well it is. I don't know if many people are still botting. Yeah, but, you know, I think it, you know, it's a pretty good system. Anyways, click on the X, and then boom. So instantly level up to level 3 at the start. Okay. If someone DC'd, they still got it. I think such. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah. That's fair enough, to be honest. It's a bit, you know, it'd be a bit unfair, like if someone just like leave, you know, if someone DCs or whatever, they can't attack, and then, you know, you gotta try and slug through like chipping them down because they're just getting constant damage reduction and things like that. But anyways, moving on to this. So this is what the level up screen looks like. You'll notice that we went straight from level 1 to 3. I think that the reason why this happens is because they changed the amount of XP that you earn, like just at all levels, to make it easier to level up. Not a bad thing. it just means that, yeah, for the tutorial, you just happen to skip from level 1 to 3 right away. And they remove the XP and credit cap. Okay, there you go. See, I'm learning stuff about the game as well. Oh man, that's kind of funny. I had no idea. I'm glad that they did do that. So that's a good change. Having your XP and credit earning get capped is never fun. So yeah, so we're gonna hit level up now, and this will bring us to the to the level up screen. So on the right over here, you've got all your different skills. So this is your character skill tree. Every class has a different skill tree with different skills and stuff. And you'll also notice that, like, you know, they've got these little lines connecting skills together. So basically, if I wanted, for example, if I wanted to learn multi-shot at level 5, I would first need to invest 1 point into smokescreen, and then once a point has been invested into smokescreen, then I can invest a point into multi-shot. And every skill tree has like their own like different like pathing for skills. So for now, because we don't have a lot of weapons and stuff, I'm going to invest in smokescreen. So what smokescreen does, I strike and I reduce the dexterity of an enemy for 3 turns. Just gonna shuffle my camera a bit more into the middle. Hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm back at it. I'm doing like a kind of like a tutorial run through stream type thing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping it goes well. But yeah, so anyways, so smokescreen lowers dexterity. If you bring your mouse over to here and hover over dexterity, what dexterity does, the more that you have, the more physical defense that you have, which is this this metric down here. Can't see it now because the chat's over it. I might have to move the chat around a bit. It also increases your block chance, so any like melee attacks you'll have a higher chance to block, and enhances certain skills. Strength, dexterity, technology, and support all enhance different skills. In order to see what skills are enhanced, you simply just have to hover over them, and you'll see it says a little bit above like what the level is. It'll say improves with, and then it'll say support, strength, dexterity, technology, depending on what it is. Some of them have none though, which means that no matter what stat you invest in, the value of like, you know, the value like listed on the skill will not change. In terms of like the cheap shot, it's defense ignored. No matter how much of any stat I invest into, it'll always stay as 30, 32, 34, etc. Whereas for something like smokescreen, so at the moment I've got 19 technology. This one improves with technology. If I invest all my skill points into technology, it bumps up to 9, and obviously the more points that you have, the higher, you know, it'll jump up. But for now, I'm going to put a point into that, and I'm going to put a point into static grenade. So static grenade is an energy control skill. What this is, basically, you know, you throw a grenade at the enemy, it drains their energy, and you get 90% of the drained energy back to yourself. So at the moment, in this case, it drains 96 energy, which means you'd probably get around like, I don't know, something like 80, 85, I don't know, 80, around 80 energy. Yeah, so like that's kind of where I'm at now. Also, the damage type for the static grenade is determined by what damage type that your primary weapon is. So if you see down here light blades, they're colored. The text is colored in green. Green basically means that it's physical damage. If it was blue, it would mean it is energy damage. Those are the only 2 damage types within the game. You got energy and physical. Your physical damage is to your opponent is determined by what their defense is, and you can see what it is down here. The higher this value, the less damage your physical attacks will do. Whereas the higher your opponent's resistance, the less damage your energy attacks will do. At the moment, we don't have any energy attacks, but we'll get some sort of attacks for energy very, very soon. So for now, let's see. So I'm going to invest in strength, because what strength does is increases your primary damage, so your blades, and your sidearm damage, which will be a pistol. Like, you know, it'll be a pistol, revolver, whichever type of gun you decide to go for. There are many different types, but we'll dive more into that later. So I'm going to invest in. I'm going to put 4 points into strength. You can also as well. So instead of having, if you have a lot of points to invest in at once, instead of clicking one by one for each point, it can be quite tedious when you have a lot of skill points to muck around with. If you hold shift on your keyboard and then click, it'll invest 5 points into it. So you can quickly just zoom through that. Let's see. So I'm going to put 5 points into strength. Oh man, talking so much. I'm not used to it. And then what am I going to do from here? And what I might do, I'll put a point into technology. I might see if I can get this to upgrade to 9 with what I've got. So I can't. Let's drop that down by 1. Okay, there we go. So I upgrade that to 9 by putting 4 points into technology. And yeah, and from here, you click level up. And then boom, you'll see your level has increased to 3. If you ever want to see what your build is, you can click down here, like your level icon next to your name and stuff. And yeah, it'll show you your name, your faction, blah 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 blah. We'll get more into that later. And then yeah, you got your skill tree here. It's got your character zoomed in, and then all your stats and stuff there. I've got water in the fridge at the moment. I've got a can of E because I'm planning on having a fairly late one whilst doing the stream. Strength build for bounty early on is pretty strong. So is good dex build. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with the strength build, and then switch it over to a dexterity build. A few levels in, just because multi-shot is very strong and all that stuff. But yeah, so anyways, defeated the renegade junker. You'll see now. Let me move the face cam back up to the side. You'll see now above the NPC who gave us the mission, there'll be a green exclamation mark. This means that you have completed. This means that you've completed the mission. Yeah, the simple as that. And that means that you've completed the mission that you've accepted. Click up here, take out the trash, and then over here, you can click complete mission. Boom, there's your reward. You click on the next one, and it tells you who you need to go to talk to next. So exit out. It says to click here. So we're just going to do that. We're going to move on to the next area. As you can see, you've got 2 more NPCs here, 2 more junkers, and here's the NPC for the mission. So you're going to click on talk to her. Click on the mission, and here we go. Cruel Collection. The renegade junkers ahead have weapons you can add to your arsenal. Defeat them and take their weapons. Return once you have gathered the basic energy blaster and basic bazooka from these robotic rogues. So we're going to accept the mission. Yep. As you can see down here, these are the 2 items that we need in order to complete the mission, and this is our reward. So we're going to close this, and we're going to start with the renegade junker here. So I'm going to challenge him, and I'm just going to have a sip of this. Right, so as you can see, now we have all 5 of our skills here. As a bounty hunter, especially one that's going for a dex build, strength build, it's usually recommended use smokescreen first. So you hit the enemy, it applies the debuff, and this lowers their dexterity, meaning that our attacks that have this green border will deal more damage. So I've done that, so now I can choose to strike, cheap shot, static grenade. I'm just going to cheap shot them because it should kill here. Boom, easy. Got the critical hit as well. Cheap shot also has an increased chance of landing a critical hit. Yeah, and here we go. So for being an NPC, we got the basic energy blaster. Click continue. These are here's our credit reward. This X is the fake one. So then you just click on the other one. Takes us out of the battle. Now we've leveled up to level 5. Once again, gaining a lot of XP really quickly. I'm gonna go level up now. Let's see. Next, what do we want to upgrade next? We're level 5 now. So what being level 5 means is that if I put a point here, it unlocks this next row of skills. So you unlock these at level 2. These are unlocked at default. These are unlocked at level 5. And this bottom tree, if you hover over it, it also says they're unlocked at level 10. Oh, pardon me. So what I think that we're gonna do is I don't think Bloodlust is worthwhile yet. just because we're not dealing a lot of damage. I think it's more important to be focusing on hurting the enemy. So I think we'll go smoke screen, and then we're going to go stun grenade here. So as you can see, if you hover over it, it says stun grenade improves with the support stat, and it also deals physical damage, as you know the damage thing says there. It's got a cooldown to 2. You basically throw a grenade, and at the top it says you have a 15% base chance to stun the enemy. Stunning basically just means that the enemy skips a turn, which in a turn-based, combat game can be very useful. So we're going to put 1 point into that, and then over here, so this one improves with support. So what I think we're going to do is I think that we're going to put a fair few points into support here. So that brings the damage up. The rest of our stats should be okay. And then we're going to hit... Oh, I need dexterity. Okay. So, as you can see here, there's highlighted in red, stat required 24 dexterity. That means that we need to invest at least 24 points into dexterity in order to use this skill. So I'm just going to take a point out of support, chuck it into dexterity, and if I go back over here... Actually, I might be able to move... I might be able to move the face cam down to the bottom corner here, because the level up stuff down the corner is not going to change. Yeah, so put a point of dexterity, so I've got 24, and that should mean that if I hit level up now, it'll work as normal, which is good. Leveled up to 5, that's awesome. Close this, and you'll see there's an arrow pointing to our inventory here. If I click on that, you'll see that I've got the basic energy blaster here, and I can simply equip it. And now in the sidearm slot, we've got equipped the energy blaster. You also see it's blue damage, which means it's energy damage. Energy damage isn't a bad thing. It's just the other damage type. As a bounty hunter, it's not the most useful, especially early because you can just use smokescreen to lower defense. But for now, it's always good to have a variety of damage types. I personally wouldn't recommend just using the one damage type in case someone throws up a shield or something, and then you won't be able to do much damage. So for here now, we'll start off with a smoke screen again, lower the opponent's dexterity, and we'll go for the stun grenade. So this should just, there you go, it almost dealt the full amount of damage. The reason it did that is because we lowered his dexterity beforehand with smoke screen. Now we get our auxiliary weapon, which is the basic bazooka. Hit continue, look for the right X, done, leveled up again. So what I'm gonna do now, I might actually put a point into multi-shot. So multi-shot is a skill that can hit multiple enemies at once. So in 2v2 or Juggernaut, you can hit both of the opponents, and it does energy damage. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It also does 15% damage to energy. I think the damage that you deal gets given back to you in energy, which is good. I think that's what that means. Either that, or it does 15% of the damage to your opponent's energy. Yeah, so anyways, we're going to invest... So is there any stat requirement for this? No, it improves with dexterity. Our dexterity is okay, our stats are all pretty even at the moment. What I think I might do is I might split it between support and dexterity. So support increases our auxiliary damage and the damage of our stun grenade. Go to inventory now as well. I'm going to equip the auxiliary. 15% of the damage you deal gets returned by energy. Okay, sweet, awesome. Yeah, so you get some energy back for using that skill. The more damage you deal, the more energy you get back. And, what's not to love? Yeah, so I'm going to increase the support, which increases the energy stolen from static grenade. It increases the amount that your field medic heals, and it also increases my damage from my stun grenade. As you can see here, it also this hovering over support also shows you everything else that having support does, but as you can see, auxiliary damage, your first strike chance, which is very important, crit chance, rage gain, reduces chance to be stunned, and increases the rage defense ignore. Does a lot of things support. It's a good stat. So yeah, these two are defeated. We can talk to the trainer now, complete the next mission. Boom, we got our credits, and you can click on the next one now. AI Trainer Delta. yeah, now we're just going to run to the next screen here. And here we go. So AI Trainer Delta, Defensive Demolition. All attacks deal either physical or energy damage. The Junker boss ahead appears to have low resistance, making him weak to energy attacks. Use your new basic energy blaster or any skill with a blue border to do extra damage. Once you have defeated the Junker, return with its corrupted chip. So we'll accept this mission. So what this mission tries to do is it tries to explain how defense and resistance work. So we're going to challenge this Junker boss here. And I think it'll pop up as well telling you what damage type is you're supposed to use. Here we go. This enemy has a very low resistance. Exploit this weakness by selecting an attack with a blue border to inflict energy damage. So at the moment, the only thing that we have that we can use is the sidearm. So we're just going to click on that, and you'll see, yeah, it does decent damage. It's not too bad. I'm going to close that message now. Yeah, okay. So once you use your sidearm, it goes on cooldown for 2 turns. It always goes on cooldown for 2 turns. Now the next thing that we're going to use is the multi-shot. So multi-shot is the only other skill that we have, or attack that we have, that is blue damage. And you'll see, we'll use it now, and it should, yeah, there we go, it kills it. So, yeah, so basically, like, if I were to use physical attacks there, they would deal very, very minimal damage. It wouldn't deal very much damage at all. Yeah, so anyways, mission's done now. Talk to the trainer, complete the mission, get some more credits, and righteous resistance. This is AI Trainer Omega. Once again, we go to the right because we also can't go back to the left in this in this area. Let's go. We'll talk to the Omega Trainer. The enemy ahead will be the toughest foe you faced yet. He has very low physical defense. Use your physical damage attacks. They have a green border to exploit its weakness. Once you have defeated the Junker, return to me with its corrupted chip. We'll accept the mission. Yep. Close out of it. And now let's talk to the Junker boss. So we're going to challenge it, and it'll take us into battle. So he'll get first turn. Usually, how first turn works is if you're a lower level, you have a higher chance to go first. And having more support also increases how your likelihood of going first. Something has a very low defense. So I'll show you what happens if we use a green damage. Deals nothing. Whereas the previous one that we versed had, he had very low resistance, so it dealt a lot of damage. And the way that you can tell how much defense or resistance an opponent has is if you click on their level in the corner. It'll bring up their screen here. So you can see here it says resistance 52 to 63, where their defense is 19 to 23. So it's a big difference. The NPCs don't show their correct value in this screen, but it's enough it shows enough information to give you a guide on what damage type deals more. So now from here, we're just going to hit him with the smoke screen. Further lower his dexterity, which if I now click on this here to bring up his stats, you'll see his defense has been lowered down, and his dexterity has been lowered down. Close out of this, and then I'm pretty sure if we just throw the stun grenade, it should just kill here, no problems. Yeah, done, easy. Okay, we got the corrupted chip. Continue, victory screen. I've gotten it wrong every time. And we've hit level 7, so now we're going to level up. What do I want to invest a point into? I feel like, just because we're going the smoke screen stun grenade thing, I feel like putting another point into the stun grenade is probably the way to go. Ooh. Actually, yeah, we'll do the stun grenade. And then, because this improves with support, I think that we just put a few more points into support. You'll see as well this increases our auxiliary damage. And level up. Levels increase to 7. And we'll talk to the Omega Trainer. Complete the mission, and boom, and now that's, as you can see, no more missions. That's this mission chain done. So if I click on mission log here, it's all done. I can't grab any more missions. So we have nothing left to do in this area, so we just run to the right. And here, now this is basically the last step of the tutorial, or one of the last steps of the tutorial before you can access the full game. You have the 2 different faction types. Doesn't mean too much, but depending on which side you choose, it'll change what guilds yeah, or sorry, what faction you can join in the game. Obviously, if you pick Exiles, you can only join Exile factions. If you pick Legion, you can only pick Legion factions. And it also determines which side you fight for in the wars. In EpicDuel. So the wars in EpicDuel, they happen every like, I think there's like every couple of weeks there's like a new war, and it jumps from area to area. But we'll get more into that later. My main account's on Exile. It's pretty. I think it's pretty even. The the amount of players like between each like, you know, Legion or Exile. I like Exile more. Exile's like the one that my main is. It also gives you a brief description here of what they are. So, welcome to Central Station, one of several key regions of Delta 5. I am defending this entrance in the name of the Exiles. We live to oppose the tyranny of Balius and the Legion. So they're more like the renegades, they're like the rebels, etc. You enter the war zone, fight hard, practice, explore, make allies, but use caution. This is a dangerous world. Whereas if I go to Legion, it's a similar start. I am defending this entrance in the name of Legion. We live to serve Balius and bring order to this world by expelling the vicious exiles. And same thing at the end. So it's really personal preference what you want. If you're playing with friends, I'd recommend picking the same sides, that way you can make a faction and be in the same faction together. But for now, I'm just going to go Exiles. Now, will you join the Exiles? Yeah, boom. Yes, for freedom. Done. And then you'll see this unlocks a mission here for freedom. And down here, the requirements will say alignment Exiles. So some missions will be locked behind an alignment. I think any mission that is unlocked, that is locked behind one alignment, there will be an alternative available to the other alignment. So you won't, picking one alignment over the other won't affect like your gameplay experience. Here we go. Welcome to the Exile Soldier. To be truly initiated into the Exile ranks, fight an auto match battle. You'll be matched against a live Legion opponent after a moment. Use everything you've learned here and try your best to defeat your opponent. So accept that. It says progress 0 of 1 PvP battles. So you don't have to win this battle, you just have to fight one. And you'll see down here we've unlocked the fight 1v1 battle button. Being at level 7 is going to make this a bit interesting, because we're going to get matched against either a level 7 player or a level 7 NPC. But because we haven't been able to upgrade our gear, our stats and damage might fall behind a little bit. So if you do, in this first battle, if you don't run into a player, it'll auto put you against an NPC, which it has in this case. It's also put us against an Exile Soldier. The game will usually try to matchmake you against a player of the opposite faction, but if it can't, it'll just put you against the player, just against anyone else who is also searching for a game. So we're going to click here. He's got lowered defense, so we're going to hit him with the smoke screen. Further lower it. If we check now, his defense is now dropped down to 5 to 7. That's fine. And so yeah, we're just going to throw the grenade. Boom, good damage. Didn't stun, but oh well. Now, so if I go to here, you'll see the auxiliary does quite a lot of damage, more damage than what our primary weapon does. So to use your auxiliary, you click on this one here. It says fire auxiliary, pretty straightforward. Click that, and 176 damage. Boom, it's good damage. When NPCs get to the point where they're taking a knee, as this Exile Soldier was, they're pretty much always going to heal. It's super rare that they won't heal. So from here, in this case he did heal, I'm just going to use Cheap Shot, because, you know, it's more damaging than just a normal strike. Got him low again. And at this point, we've lost our smoke screen. You know what? Multi-shot should be enough, so I'm just going to use multi-shot, and boom, kills of ease. Boom, there we go. So you'll see, yeah, it just means they're below 25% health. There you go. So yeah, once they're below a quarter health, they'll take a knee. Usually that's the threshold that NPCs will heal, though. In case you're wondering, oh, like I got him so low and he's healed, it always seems to happen. That's kind of how they've been coded. Once they're around that threshold, that's when they'll use their heal. So we won that fight, that's good. It's always nice to win your first PvP fight. Yeah, anyways, click on Exile Soldier, and we complete the mission. and boom, you get a little achievement. So sometimes a mission reward will be credits, sometimes it'll be arcade tokens, which we haven't gotten to yet. Sometimes it'll be an achievement like it is this time. Sometimes it'll be gear. Like there's heaps of different things that missions can reward you from. And as you can see down here, the achievements button, it show you what your achievements are. So you got rookie here, which you get for winning PvP battles, and then this is the one that we get for completing the mission, for completing that mission. So as you can see, there's a lot of different achievement things here. There should be a free achievement in ultra rare, so you can go to that and just claim this one for free. That's fine. Boom, now we have that, and as you can see at the top here, we've now got these 2 yellow stars. That means that your rating has increased. You know, having higher rating means you get more rating stars, etc, etc. It's kind of just like a flex type of thing. Right, so this is the world of Delta 5 being EpicDuel. It's there's a lot kind of happening at once here. As you can see, you got this war bar at the top, you've got this battle pass thing here, you've got NPCs, you've got these flags, you've got all these buttons down the bottom that unlock. Yeah, so for now, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try to explain what most of the stuff is. So we're gonna ignore the stuff at the top and we're gonna focus just on the stuff down the bottom for now. So I might just move my face cam up just a tiny bit. Yep. Okay, so you down the bottom here. So as I said before, this one shows your stats, your build, etc. That always stays the same. You have a little text box so you can type in and chat. Clicking this X, just basically whatever you've typed in, if you click on the X, it just deletes it, so having the backspace. Chat log, this just brings up, you know, recent chats that you've seen. 1v1 battle, as we saw before, you click on that, puts you into a 1v1 battle. 2v2 battle, you click on that, it'll put you into a 2v2 battle, so it'll be you and a random player against 2 other random players. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You have fight NPCs in a sim, so basically this just puts you directly into a fight with a random NPC. You still get experience, you still get credits, you have an increased chance to get tickets, and what tickets are, you know, the class change ticket, the gear retrain ticket, and the skill retrain ticket. It's not really worth, I say it's not really worth to fight the NPCs in the sim, because you can also get those tickets from just winning battles like normally, like winning normal PvP battles. You have the OMG power mode. This is kind of like it's kind of like an experimental mode. I don't think anyone actually plays it, but it basically just amplifies all of your damage and HP and everything by a ridiculous amount. You don't gain any rewards for winning or losing. It's purely just there just as like a funny like meme mode. The achievements button, as I showed before, it just shows all your achievements. That's pretty much it. Your buddy list. So this is your friend list. You click that, it brings up this little window on the side here. As you add people, it'll pop up with their names here. It'll also have like a little during sim you can't get PvP drops or war bombs, and the XP rates and credits are reduced. Okay, there you go. I'm glad I've got you two in the chat here. You guys are helping out a lot. Yeah, so yeah, no PvP drops, no war bombs, which are used in this war up the top, but I'll get to that in a little bit later. And you get less XP and credits, as Celio has explained. Like weapon items, yeah. So it's like, you know, like the Dager's weapons or the Ancient Legion stuff, whatever the weapons, PvP weapon drops are active at the moment, at the time. Yeah, you got your buddy list here, so you can click that to delete buddy if you have if you have someone that you don't want to be friends with. This you can send an in-game mail to them, which, you know, basically it just lets you send like a direct text mail to them. Invite ally. When you have a buddy in this game, and say you want to team up and do 2v2 together, and you want to be on the same side, you can click on your buddy's name, click invite ally, and they'll get like a notification at the top saying, you know, your name wants to link wants to link in battle with you, they'll accept, and then it'll show a little link icon next to their name. And what that means is whenever you guys go to 2v2 together, you'll like end up on the same team. View homes. If your buddy has a home, you can click on that, and it'll show you all their homes. Jump to buddy. So if your buddy is online, but you don't know where they are, sorry. If your buddy is online, you can click this, and it'll take you to where your buddy is, unless they're in a battle, in which case you'll get a pop up saying, "Oh, you cannot, unable to jump. User is currently in battle." Locate buddy, you click on that. It'll tell you where, it'll tell you like what room, what area, your friend is in, and what world they're in. Or it'll also tell you if they're in battle. And then private chat, you can click on the buddy and click private chat, and it'll open up a small window where you can just privately talk to your friend. Oh my god. Whoa. Right, so during sim, however, the coupon rate is increased chance than any other model. Okay, I thought so, yeah. So if you really want to to get some coupons to change class or whatever you want to do, then yeah, I'd do the NPCs in the sim. Just because, yeah, as CeeLo, yes, is it CeeLo? Am I pronouncing that right? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, as CeeLo has said, yeah, fighting NPCs in a sim will have a higher chance of giving you these coupons if that's what you really want. Yeah, so we'll close the buddy list for now. The mission log, as I showed before, it'll show you what your active mission is. Yeah, okay, sweet, awesome, thank you. Actually, I'm going to show you this as well now. So if you click on the mission log now, what this will do is it'll show you every available mission chain in the game. And you can see there's 3 different types here. So you have permanent missions. These are missions that never disappear. They're always in the game. All the missions here that are highlighted in yellow, you can do whenever you want. You have access to them. Yeah, and as you can see, there's a lot of them here. Yeah, this can be quite overwhelming when you're a new player. These missions down here, which are in grey, means that you haven't unlocked, you haven't completed, or yeah, you haven't unlocked a certain prerequisites to access those missions. Most of the time, you need to have completed a previous mission chain to unlock this. It doesn't show you what the previous required chain is. If you just click on it, I think the easiest way to check it is on the wiki. But yeah, well, we can worry about that later. You also have the event missions. So these ones, they'll, as you can see, there's a lot of them here as well. Pretty much all of these event missions are permanent missions. They're just separated because the permanent missions generally don't give as good rewards and stuff like that. The event missions usually, they come with like, cool weapons or, like they give you bigger rewards. Might have changed a little bit now with some of the new missions that have come out. I think they are a bit more generous in the rewards that they give, in the sense that they give a lot more credits, which is the basic currency that you use to pay for gear, pay to upgrade your gear, etc. Yeah, well, that's basically it. Yeah, credits make the world go around. You've got daily missions, so every day at reset. For me, I live in Australia. I live on the east coast of Australia. So for me, reset is at 2 in the afternoon, 2 p.m. It'll change depending. That time will change. It'll obviously be different depending on where you live. The easiest way to tell when your missions will reset is if you talk to this NPC here called the Conductor. Or this NPC, you can't see the name up the top here. It says the Conductor. If you click what time is it, it'll tell you there are 14 hours and 22 minutes left in today's competition. Daily achievements will be awarded at the conclusion of every day, and double credits and power hour begin in less than an hour. yeah, so that's kind of it. When the daily, like when, like, you know, whoa, hello, thank you. I didn't even get your name. I'm sorry. Oh, well, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, so when this, oh, I want to offer promotion for your channel. Okay, so you're a bot. Okay, let's just get this person out of there. I don't really, account created 2 minutes ago. Oh man. So I'm just gonna get rid of, yeah, just get rid of the bot. Why not? Don't really need that. Thank you for the follow, Metal. I appreciate it, man. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, so once this, as I was saying before, once this countdown has ended, your daily missions will also reset. The daily missions are usually pretty easy to do. They don't require a lot to complete them, and they're an easy way to get credits in game. So let's see. So you have your inventory. This is where you can go to change your gear and things like that. You can see what items you have. You'll also see that there's this little arrow under all my gear. What that arrow means is that the gear can be upgraded. I'll get back to that very shortly. Got the world map. So there are all the different like areas in the map in EpicDuel that you can access. Each one has like, you know, their own unique NPCs, their own like look, their own design, etc. What happens when you click on any of these? So you click on the little green thing below it. Say I want to go to the Fortune City. Clicking on it will bring up the list of NPCs that are in that like map, and if you click on any of them, it'll teleport you to them. So I'm just going to click on Anya, and what it does, it'll teleport you to the room that that person is in, and then you can click on them. You can shop, challenge, do mission, whatever it is you need to do. I'm also going to bring up the world map again. You'll see down in the corner here they've got all the different worlds. This is basically just like, you know, the worlds kind of, you know, are only there to you know, kind of help, like, you know, separate the player base. That way, not having like so many characters on the same screen, like, you know, to prevent like lagging and stuff like that. Not really too important what world you're in. When you go to fight someone in PvP, you'll connect with anyone regardless of what world they're in. You can also click this button here, this little lock one, which saves the starting location. Say you're like, you know, you're in an area that you really like, you know, and you know, or you're in the middle of like doing a mission chain or something like that, and you don't want to have to like go and, you know, find that NPC like every time you want to, every time you log on. You can just click the save starting location, and it'll save this current whatever room that you're standing in. It'll save that as the room that you will go to next time that you log on to your character. Next, we have the faction. So you can spend 15,000 credits, or you can spend 300 Varium. And here you can, you know, name it. You can design the color. You can change the color of everything. You can change the symbol. You can change the background, etc. Gives you a fair bit of customization freedom. And then yeah, you click create faction once it's all done. And then boom, yeah, there's your faction. And then from there you can invite your friends. You know, you can play together and, you know, do all sorts of stuff. Next is the player homes. So you'll see here, like at the moment I don't own any homes. Everyone gets the Fortune City Efficiency house for free. So just click claim home, and as you can see, it pops up here now. If you cycle through, you can see there's a bunch of different homes. They get more expensive as you go through, and they really ramp up in how much they cost as well. So some of them are really cheap. I would never recommend spending Varium on this. Varium is the paid currency in the game. Yeah, just generally stay away from spending Varium on things like this. And then yeah, if you want to ever access your house, you can click on the thing there, and boom, it'll take you to your house. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. To leave your house, you just bring your mouse to the bottom of the screen, and you'll see it's got that arrow there. Click on that, and it'll take you to the last room that you're in the outside world. Next is the leaderboard. This is, well, yeah, as it said, it's a leaderboard. Oh yeah, true, sorry, I'll go back to the house real quick. If you click on this little pencil thing, you can edit the items in your house. But everyone gets this bank item for free in the house. So you can click on it, you can place it down, you can move it around. to get rid of it, you just click on the X. But we'll leave it here, and we'll just click on the tick, and now it appears in your house. If you click on this, it was called Basic Bank Bot. If you click on that, you'll see that you have basically a bank. Yeah, you'll basically have a bank. So if you've ever got like a bunch of items in here that like you don't ever think you're going to use, but you want to hold on to, and you don't want it taking up inventory space, you can find them here, and then you just click deposit, and it moves them into your bank. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just extra storage, just nice to have, and everyone gets one, and everyone gets this bot for free. Everyone gets the bank for free. So yeah, it's just nice. You get a bunch of drops and it quickly fills up your inventory. Yeah, that's true actually, yeah. So for winning PvP matches, or just winning matches in general, you get a lot of drops. And if you like how the weapons or the gear looks, but you don't want to necessarily use it at the moment, and your inventory, which is the inventory space, so everyone gets 50 at the start. If that starts to fill up and then you can't get any more weapons or gear or whatever, you can come to your bank and you can just chuck the up to 20 slots you get for free. You can chuck a bunch of that stuff in, and you can free up some space. You can also sell the drops and stuff that you get. It's purely up to you. Next is the leaderboard. It's pretty straightforward. It's got all-time leaderboards. So these are basically these are the people that have the most amount of 1v1 wins, most amount of 2v2, juggernaut, personal influence, etc, etc, etc. As a new player, you don't really have to worry about this stuff at the top, because obviously these are records of people that have been playing for for over a decade now. Well, at least most of them. If you are going to be focusing on any leaderboards, it'd be the daily ones. So you can see daily 1v1. This is the top 20. Comical Biker has been number 1 for 11 years. Yeah, he's been on top for ages. He's been on top for as long as I can remember. And he is so far ahead. I don't think anyone is ever going to catch up to him. To be honest, I don't know how many of any of these people still play. I think Sir Renato still plays. I think. Yeah, I'm not really sure how many other people are. How many other people on this list still play. But yeah, as you can see, quite a lot. Oh, you saw Kastelov yesterday. Okay, mad. Yeah, it's nice to see that they're still playing. And Vindictus. Oh my god, I can't pronounce it. Vindictus is also grinding daily. Wow. Okay. Well, there's still a few active people on the list on the leaderboard. That's good to see. Yeah, 2v2. I assume there's probably. I'm assuming there's probably some people from here that still play as well. Juggernaut. Comical's on top of the Juggernaut as well. I'm just trying to get my daily up, but man. Oh, pardon me. As in your daily 1v1? Or your daily wins? Are you trying to get the achievements for that at the moment? Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, on my main, I don't have a single I haven't won a single daily 1v1, 2v2 or Juggernaut win on my main. And I've been playing this game for way too long. To not have a single daily champion win. Actually, yeah, Comical Bike is still playing. You can see him there. He's 3rd place at the moment in 1v1. So yeah, there you go. He's still very active. You got you got Sir Renato down there as well. So yeah, there's a lot of people that still play. 2v2 wins. That's you win 2v2 mode. You get up here as well. I used to play a long time ago, got a wild itch to play again this week. Yeah, honestly, same here. I've not this week, probably about a month ago now. And yeah, I played a fair bit on my main, completed the battle pass, and yeah, I've just been having fun with it. And I decided, screw it, I might as well stream it, start from scratch, and do a fun little playthrough basically. Faction 1v1, this basically, if you're in a faction, any wins that you get will count towards this. Yeah, whoever wins this, it's basically just a flex, be oh, our faction won the most with the day. It's basically just a flex thing for your faction. Oh, pardon me. Same with 2v2. Same with Juggernaut. Fame is an in-game thing where if you see another player, you can click on them and you can bring up their fame. This is also just basically a flex thing. Doesn't have any impact on the gameplay, but you get an achievement if you have the #1 fame for the day. It's just a nice little competition thing. Then code redeems. Wow, people are not redeeming any codes at all. That's kind of crazy. I suppose there's not a lot going around. Same thing. Codes are basically, well, yeah, they're codes that players can spend Varium on to create, and they can choose whether their codes, when redeemed, will give an item, will give credits, will give arcade tokens, or will give a random core. Generally, the rewards for the code redeems aren't great, but yeah, if you want to give out codes, well then you can do that, and you'll go into the leaderboard depending on how many redeems that people have. So close out of that. So that's leaderboards. Next is the mail. So you get this one. This is just basically like a brief introduction from Oz, who is technically meant to be the leader of the Exiles. Heads up, Exiles. Legion forces are gathering for war in the Dread Plains. I repeat, cannot let them claim this territory. The control array in the heart of this region is technology I've only seen once before and hoped I would never see again. Be on your guard for Legion incursion and other lightly contested areas. They may be using the control array as a distraction to pull our forces away from the rest of Delta 5. Seize lower priority objectives. Our forces are spread thin, so holding our territories will not be easy, but no freedom worth having was ever easily claimed. I was afraid that after Exile victory last year in the Infernal Mines that we would become comfortable and complacent. Prove me wrong, stop the Legion and claim the Dread Plains for the Exiles. This mail was basically sent to all Exile players when they added the Dread Plains area to the game. You got the Welcome to Delta 5. This is just, another thing basically being like, oh, the world's rough. Gives you a little bit of like a info on on how to play the game, but not a lot. Yeah, anyways, back to here. So you'll see we have a bunch of level up bonuses. So every time you level up, so in this game, you will gain a level up bonus. You click on it, and it's like, here's a credit bonus for reaching a new level. Click on the gift there, get a little animation, and boom, you get some credits. And you pretty much, every time you level up, you go in and you can claim it. And yeah, it's basically just free credits for leveling up. You also are meant to get a daily login gift. So I think when you create a new character, you don't have it at the start. I think if you relog, so I'm gonna go click on here and click change servers. This will force the game to reload. Click on the server, even client data. Characters, and yeah, this is the character selection screen. So we only have one character at the moment. Just gonna hit play to bring you into the game. And as you can see, this is we'll worry about this later. Close out. As you can see, I spawn here. Oh, okay. You don't get a daily login bonus for the first day that you're on. The daily login bonus resets at the end of each day. Yeah. Okay, so that's the mail. Now here we have the upgrade shop. So the upgrade shop is basically where you can spend Varium here to get some boosts, which can increase the amount of credits that you earn. Some people recommend it. I don't think you really need to worry about the credit boosts. You get quite a lot from battles and missions now, so these credit boosts are you don't need to worry about. Experience boost, same thing. You get quite a lot for winning battles now, anyways. But if you really want to power level and get through levels really quickly, you can pay Varium, which is the paid currency to do that. Everyone gets 500 Varium for free now, for every character that they create. Varium and credits are also character linked, meaning that if you make 5 different characters, the amount of the Varium and credits don't get pulled together. It's character 1 has this amount, character 2 has their own amount, etc, etc. So in theory, you could spend your 500 Varium on getting a 2-day experience boost, and if you wanted to grind out the game really, really hard, you could do that, and it'll help you just skip through levels very quickly. Special options, so redeem code. As I said before, players can create codes. This is where you put them in, or sometimes on like the developers like Twitter accounts, they'll be like, you know, they might like put out some codes. You basically just enter them in here and it'll give you rewards. Pretty straightforward. Create code, this is where you go if you want to create codes. So yeah, you can see you can type in whatever text you want to create the code. Then you can select what type of prize it will give. So arcade token, gear, core, or credits. And then you can also, and then down here you can pick how many players that can redeem it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Click the thing, yeah, click to create the code down the corner, and then up the top here it'll show you like the code that you've made. It'll show you how many redeems are left on it, and it'll show you what prize you've selected as well. Go back to here, item finder. So the item finder, it's basically a way to like search for gear in game. So if you know what the name of an item that you want is, and you know what type of like item it is, you can go to that menu, the item finder. It'll bring this up, and then you can start typing in. So say I wanted to find, I don't know what's, I can't think of any blades at the moment, but I'm just gonna type in Delta. Okay, that's a terrible example. There we go. Say if I wanted to buy Biddo's Royal Claws, I can start typing in the name here, it'll filter it down, and then it'll tell you what NPC it's at, it'll tell you the price and credits or the price and varium, and then you just simply click on this button here, and it'll take you to where that NPC is. Then you click on them, and then yeah, it'll open up the shop, and then from there you can just look up what item it's you want to well, what item you want to buy from there. Let's go back to this. Then you have the retrain button here. So you click on that, it'll basically let you read, like, you know, it'll basically let you edit your you know, your build. So you know, you can go through, you can reset your stats, you can respec your build. So I can do that, and say I wanted to go fully into multi-shot, I can change it, invest fully into multi-shot, and I can bump up, change up all my stats like that. That's basically it. And then you can either spend credits to change your build, or you can use the skill retrain coupon, which are the coupons that I was talking about earlier that you can get from yeah, PvP battles or from the NPC fights. Okay, next is the character changes. So here you can buy 10 more buddy slots. You can only buy this with Varium. 10 more inventory slots. Once again, you can only buy this with Varium. You can change your name. Yeah, simple as that. Once again, it only costs Varium. Spend 4 points instead of 1 when retraining. You hold the shift button. It actually gives you 5 points when retraining. If you hold shift, it'll give you 5 points instead of 4. Yeah, but yeah, I did explain it earlier. It's just I think it's a good thing, especially considering how many how many not skill points, how many stat points you get at the later levels. You go through clicking on it one by one, you'll be there for ages. Yeah, but anyways, this is the name change screen, cost Varium again. It also works on the hairstyles. Yeah, true, actually. Yeah, I'll about to get to that as well. New class. So here you go. So as you can see at the top here, these are the starting classes. Still got the brief description and stuff. And then these bottom ones here are what's called what they used to be called. I think they still are. The advanced classes. Basically, it's like alternate versions of the base classes. They have their own unique skills. They have their own they have their own unique skills basically. Compared same as how the 3 base classes have unique skills. The only similarities really is that they have the same armor style and they look the same basically. But yeah, completely different skills, completely different playstyles, etc. As you can see behind my face cam, you can either use a class change coupon to change to a class of your choosing if you're unhappy with your current class. You can spend 25,000 credits. Credits are a lot easier to come by now, which is really good, so that's always a good option. Or you can spend Varium to change class. So, well, because you get given 500 Varium for free, pretty much as soon as you're done with the tutorial, you can change to whatever class you want, which is how which is how I'm gonna do it when when I go through and try to do a playthrough with every class. Yeah, so that's the character that's the class selection screen. The next is the style screen. So once again, as you can see, this brings it to what your to designing your changing the colors and stuff of your character. Down here you can see you got the 15,000 credits or 250 varium. Basically, that's how much it costs in order to swap your gender. That's pretty much it. As you can see up the top here, you no longer have the option between 1 and 10 styles. There are 647 different hairstyles in the game at the moment. Some of them are locked behind the battle pass, and once that battle pass is ended, there is no way to get those hairstyles ever again. So if I go back here, you can see it costs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It costs 99 million varium, 999,999 varium, which is an insane amount of varium. You're not ever going to get that amount. But yeah, as you can see, there's heaps of different hairstyles, yada yada yada. And as Roman said just before, because there are so many hairstyles, if you buy a hairstyle that's number 300 and something, and your current hairstyle is 1, and you want to get to it, so they're having to click 300 times to manually go and reach it, you can hold shift on your keyboard and you can click, and what that does is it skips it ahead 10 hairstyles at a time. And down the bottom it'll show you how much how much it costs to unlock each hairstyle. Say you find a hairstyle that you really like. I'm not going to pick that one, I want to find a better one. Man, I'm really struggling here, aren't I? Man, I'm really struggling to find a hairstyle that I like. The credits. Surely I'll find something soon, right? Oh, man. Okay, I'll find something soon, right? Surely. There are a lot of meme hairstyles. Oh, man. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna skip to here. That'll do. Click on that, and you'll go unlock. And then, boom! Your character will have that hairstyle. Speaking of which, 300. So it is. And if you want to go back and change to a hairstyle that you already own, you just have to go find it, and you'll see in the corner, it'll say, well, this is free hairstyling, I'll change it to that. If I want to go back to that hairstyle I just bought, I just need to simply skip over to it, and it'll say save your style for free, meaning you only have to buy the hairstyle once to unlock it. Then close out of that. And then the last thing is the big buy Varium now thing. So if you do want to spend money on this game, Varium is the premium currency. You can see that there are these 4 cheap packages down the bottom. You can spend Ardex points in order to get these packages. Or you have the big special bundles here. So if you click on the arrows here, you can see all the other special packages here. You have the Dark Eater gear, which if you click on it, on the right, it'll show you all the items and gear that the package contains. So you get the Varium, you get 2 different types you get 4, 5, you get 8 different types of armor. You get a bunch of swords, weapons, you get you get a vehicle, you get a bot, you get all these cores and stuff. Basically, if you want to have I guess if you want to have unique cores and stuff like that, one way to get them is to buy these packages. A year after a package gets released, you are able to a year after. Usually it's great value for new players and returning players. Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, because most of the time the cores and the gear that are in these packages is meta. Yeah, you get a robot in this package as well, which is really good. Not all packs give robots. No, that's true. This particular package does. So if for whatever reason you did want to spend money on the game, I'd probably recommend buying this bundle here. Gives you a lot of gear. Gives you a lot of items, a lot of good cores. Gives you robots, sidearm, auxiliary, melee weapons, like everything. Gives you heaps of stuff. Yeah. This particular package will cost 50 USD. But anyway, so I'm not gonna get into like, you know, how much to spend on this game yet. Yeah, then if you go across, you know, another package here. This one just contains cores, which will provide you a stat boost as well as 15,000 varium. This one only costs 4,000 Artix points, and same thing. It gives you a bunch of gear, gives you a robot, all this stuff. If you scroll down as well, it shows all the different cores that you get from this. Haven't raised the price after the Panic Good Guy Ardex. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it would have been pretty crap if they were like, oh, you know, pandemic hit. Biggest package now costs 100 USD. Like, that'd have been pretty crap. I'm glad that it's kept the same. Yeah, I'm happy that there's a consistency across it. Yeah. Yeah, another one. So these ones cost less Artix points. They've got, you know, 4,000 Artix points each, but you get no varium for buying these ones. Yeah, grenade starter. Oh my god, there's so many. And then yeah, this one's just straight 20,000 varium. Yeah, that straight up, yeah, 20,000 premium currency. And that's it. And then yeah, and then the settings. Right. So that's like the menu. That's like the permanent menu stuff. Next is the war. You click on this. As you win PvP battles, like in that first one, you'll get, if a war's active, you'll have a chance to drop these, like, you know, war drops. Once you have 10 of them, you can't get any more. And then to use them, you'll click on this banner here, and you can just go click on any of the objectives. You'll see here there's the war objective here on the right. It'll say, you know, Legion Hovercraft or whatever the war objective is. It'll show its total health. You just click on it. It'll bring up this war, it's like, you know, little like war consumable page, and then you just, you know, simply click on the items and it'll use it, and it'll pop up with a little thing saying how much damage you dealt. That's like the bare bones basics to the war. As you can see, your war influence is 29. Obviously, the more war consumables you use, the higher this will go up. As you can see, another person here just used a fuel cell, inflicting a bunch of damage, and they're spamming them through to just get them out. If you click on the chest here, though, you'll see that there are different prizes locked behind an amount of influence. So at 250, when the war ends, you get 1,000 credits. For 1,000 influence, you get 2,500 credits and 2 tokens. 2,500, etc., etc. For reaching 5,000 influence, if your faction, like if your faction alliance wins the war, you'll get the bonus prize, which is usually like a unique armor, or I think it's usually a unique armor. Sometimes it might be a weapon, sometimes it's a vehicle. Yeah, just, you know, it's like just whatever. It's just whatever the devs have decided to add in. And then for Warlord prize, you get even more rewards, and you unlock a bonus prize. I think what the bonus prize is that regardless of if your side wins or loses the war, you will get the war item. I don't know if it gives you any additional rewards though, if your side is the winning side. I've never reached the 15k influence check. I'm sure someone in the chat would know if reaching that gets you an additional prize on top of just like the basic war prize if your side wins. But I'm yes, that's right, and no. Okay, so you don't. So you don't get an additional prize. So yeah, so if you're confident that your side's going to win, getting to 5,000 points is all you'll need. If you're not confident and you really want the war prize, then you can grind all the way to 15k influence and get it that way. The next thing to show off is this little icon in the corner here in the top right. If you click on it, this will bring you to the battle pass. So every few months there's a battle pass, same as, like, you know, pretty much most games now. There's the basic battle pass, which is the free one. So as you can see, you'll scroll through. You can click on like each item, and it'll show you what it is. So for level 1, you get an armor. Level 2, you get some credits. 3, you get a weapon. 5, arcade tokens. 6, you get a class change coupon. So this is another way to get the class change coupon. And you get achievements. You can get hairstyle. Sidearm. You can get variant for free as well. I think on the if you don't pay for the premium battle pass, you get 500 varium for free, which means in theory, if you don't spend the varium, eventually you'd be able to buy the premium battle pass, which is kind of nice. Color customizable version of the armor, more gear. You get like a vehicle, or it's basically just a mount for in game, so you can move around faster. Another mount, yada yada yada. You get home items, which you can display in your house. More varium. The main reason why people do complete these battle passes though is because of the unique cores that you get. So I don't know if a year after the battle pass comes out, if the cores in them will become available to buy for credits and stuff. I assume that they would, because I just feel like it would follow the same rules as the promotional packages. But yeah, so anyways, so you get given cores. So there's a primary core, a secondary core, an auxiliary core, and an armor core. Each one of them has their own unique effects and stuff. So even on the free track, you can earn one of each core, which is really nice. You don't have to pay to earn them, which is really, really good. And then you got some more home items. You got another achievement. Then for tiers 50 up to pretty much 60, you get like a bunch of credits for the free track, and it's quite a lot of credits. I think their new pass is coming today, so you get a chance. Talking about bringing it back, but not at the free cost. So others could get them as the cores they may have missed. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so it's the same as like how the promotional packages work. And yeah, the new pass is coming today. I suppose that makes sense. For me, it's technically Saturday at 12 in the morning. Usually updates for players happen Fridays. Pretty much. Weekly updates or fortnightly updates will usually be released to the game on Friday. Friday if you're in America or Europe. Usually Saturday if you're in like Australia. And on this side of the international dateline. Battle Pass, it's a great way to earn free rewards. If you click up here on challenges, it'll show you what your daily challenges are. Everyone has access to all of these challenges. You don't need to pay for the premium pass to access, to unlock any of them. So you got your daily challenges, shows you what you need to do here, show you how much XP that you gain, and then the weekly challenges, same thing. They last for the week. Complete them, you earn XP. Daily challenges will reset at daily reset. So you talk to the conductor to see when that is for you. Weekly challenges will reset on Sunday night, or on the reset of Sunday night. For me, so being in Australia, that reset technically occurs at Monday on 2 p.m. Once again, it'll change. That time will change depending on what time zone you're in and what country you're in. You can click here to buy the enhanced. The enhanced version of the battle pass costs 2,500 varium. So in theory, if you don't ever want to spend money on the game, but you still want the battle pass, you can just grind out the battle pass. For a few battle passes in a row. Got the blue V out. Yeah. Well, I figured if I'm gonna do a long stream, I might as well try and stay up for it. So you get 500 varium for free from the free battle pass. From the premium battle pass, I think you earn a little bit over 2,500. I can't remember the exact value. It shows you on the wiki how much it is, but basically for buying the premium battle pass and completing it, you will earn more than enough to buy the next battle pass, and you know, if you complete it, you know, same cycle, rinse, repeat. So between the premium pass and the free pass, I think you earn like almost like 800 extra varium. So if you are going to grind out the game and you do want to get stuck into it, buying the battle pass once and then grinding it out and continually, you know, completing it all the way up to 60, level 60 will get you more than enough varium to continue buying it and stuff, which is just really nice. You can also buy XP. This is basically buying XP to fill up, you know, your level, you know, to get to the next level. I wouldn't recommend buying the XP unless you really, really want to reach a certain level, and you have like you can't complete the challenges, and you know that there's like, you know, no time left. Yeah, but other than that, I wouldn't recommend buying it because once again, it costs varium, and you know, it can cost quite a lot of varium. And then obviously, yeah, once you've leveled up, so at the moment I'm level 0, say I completed a bunch of these challenges and my XP had gone up to like, you know, level 1, 2, whatever it is, just click claim prizes, and then it'll claim all the prizes that, you know, for the levels that you had that you had reached. Simple as that. It's a battle pass. It works the same in this game as it does in pretty much every game. I think that's really it for like explaining the menus and things like that. Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of it. Feel free to, like, you know, because this stream will also be going to YouTube, so, you know, feel free to comment and stuff if you have any questions, like, down below as well. You know, I'll do my best to get back to them and answer them. Yeah, you know, simple as that. So now we're gonna get stuck into upgrading your gear. So to upgrade your gear, you use credits or you can use varium. I'd strongly recommend only using credits to upgrade your gear. Yeah, hey YouTube. Yeah, so yeah, strongly recommend using credits to upgrade your gear. To upgrade your gear, you click on the item that you want to upgrade. So in this case, the light blades, we'll start with that. Click on any of the stats there, or click on the arrow, and it'll bring you to this item stat editor. So from here, you know, you click on the arrows to upgrade and downgrade the stats. Similar to how upgrading stats works, you know, with these stats in the skill retrain screen. If you shift click, it'll up your stats by 5. So usually you want your damage to be maxed on your weapons, so that way, you know, so that way you can deal as much damage as you can. And then stats, you know, can mix and, you know, match depending on what build that you're going for. Because we're kind of running a hybrid build at the moment, I've kind of, you know, I know our stats are spread pretty well, kind of evenly around here. I kind of want to make myself more tanky, so I'm going to put all my stats into dexterity here. And then down the bottom, I can click upgrade item, and then boom, you can see here I've now got +4, which is the +4 from here, and my primary damage has gone from 162 to 162 to 173 to 172 to 183, and that's because I increased the damage from 110 to 120. Once you have increased the damage for a weapon, you can't lower it again. You know, not that, you know, you'd ever want to lower it. And then for your stats, if I ever want to change what the stats are, I can just simply remove them. You can't have less than you can't have less stats than what you had previously added, and then you can just reallocate them, and it only costs 100 credits to reallocate the stats. And these can be really reallocated as many times as you want, across as many different stats as you want. It'll always cost 100. That cost of retraining does not go up at all. Yeah, move on to the next one. It's the same thing. Upgrade this to 130, and then I'm just gonna put all 5 into technology. Click upgrade. Boom, resistance is up, sidearm damage is up, done. Armor, as you level up more, you will unlock the ability to put extra points into your defense, which is the top one, or the resistance, which is the bottom one. At the moment, we're not on a high enough level to put stats into either of them. Yeah, it's basically just increasing it. Mission chain and the Overlord Guard gives heaps of credits. Okay, sweet, we're in a good spot then. Then yeah, another thing here. So I'm gonna split my stats. I'm gonna put 3 in here and 3 in technology, 3 in dexterity. Raise my resistance and defense. More technology increases the amount of dexterity that I remove with my smoke screen, which is always good as well. And for the basic bazooka, upgrade the damage on this. And I think we're gonna let's put some more. Let's put some more into support and then the rest into dexterity, and upgrade it like that. And boom, so that's it. And now as you can see, if we go to here, you know, these are updated stats. We've got more defense, we've got more resistance, more damage. We've got these like additional stats here as well. And you know, if we hover over this, yeah, boom, it increases, you know, increases the stats and damage and stuff of our skills as well. So Roman and CeeLo have advised that one of the mission chains at the Overlord Guard gives a lot of credits. I think it's Overlord Initiation. I think it's this one. This one seems it. So the mission chain is can I access the ones at Night Wraith, the PvP missions? I think I can. We'll start with this one first, because I think these ones are a bit easier to do, whereas the ones at Night Wraith, they become quite grindy later on. Okay, yeah, it's definitely this one here. So yeah, a good starting mission chain could be Overlord Initiation. Click on this, click accept. As you can see, just need to win 5 PvP matches. So that's 1v1, 2v2, or Juggernaut. The NPC wins don't count for that. So, yeah, I guess we'll just jump into a 1v1 battle for now. Jump in, it'll put you into the queue. Yeah, the rewards get greater and greater. Yeah, so as the mission chain goes on, you get better rewards. Yeah, the ones at Night Wraith too. Okay, give better rewards overall as well. Oh, we ran into another player. Okay, so let's go to check their build here. So you can see they've gone for a caster build on the Tech Mage. They have less defense than resistance, so I'm going to hit them with smoke screen, and that should now lower their dexterity by a fair bit, lowers their defense. They're going to hurt quite a lot though, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and hit them with the stun grenade here. Hopefully we can get a stun. We do not. That is a-okay. You can also hover over enemy skills to see how much energy they cost and stuff. So you can see he's got 285 energy here. I'm going to use my static grenade. So this guy currently doesn't have a way to get energy back. So I'm going to steal his energy, and it's 168. So now he can't use his main bolt. He can't use his big supercharge. He can only use Overload and Plasma Rain. He goes for the Plasma Rain. That's fine. I'm now on low health, so I'm going to just use Field Medic to heal up. Let's see, so my debuff is now gone on him, that's fine. So now he just has to rely on his staff, pistol, and auxiliary. We deflected, that's perfect. What we're going to do now is, so I think I can go for the stun grenade here, and it should leave me enough. Not sure if it's too complicated. Smoke grenade can lower block chance, lower their skill damage, and damage that the enemy does. Yeah. So yeah, so that's exactly it. So because smoke screen lowers dexterity, it lowers their defense, it lowers their chance to block, and it lowers the amount of damage that certain skills will do. Meaning that yeah, they deal less damage to you, and you have higher likelihood to hit with melee attacks, which is like the ones where you walk up and hit them. So now we've got our rage, he doesn't have a lot of health, we've got enough mana for this. Gonna use multi-shot, and boom, we blitz him. So there we go, we've just beat a player that's 3 levels above us, even though, in every scenario they should technically win. Also, because it's past midnight for me, it's Power Hour. So what Power Hour means is that you get double the experience and double the credits for winning battles. Gotta get some passive health gain next. Yeah, well I think we should level up now. From this, boom, straight to level 8, awesome, level up. I'm going to point into Bloodlust. So what Bloodlust does is it's a passive skill. Any damage that we deal, we're going to get 11% of that damage back as HP. It's just a nice thing for sustain. So Blood Mage and Bounty Hunter are the only 2 classes that have passive lifesteal just as a skill that they don't actually have to activate. There are cores and robots in the game and stuff that you can get later on that also can let you get lifesteal and or heal off your attacks, but that's not too important right now. We can get more into that stuff later on when we're at a higher level. Yeah, so yeah, we leveled up again. Boom, put that into Bloodlust. Gonna get most of your grinding. Try always battling during power hour for your fastest leveling. Yeah, that's true. So it's a 1 hour window. You get double XP, double credits. If you want to try and blitz through levels, it's strongly recommended that you grind hard in that hour. Just because it's increased gain. Oh yeah, and then as CeeLo has said, on weekends, for the duration of the entire weekend, it's double XP and credits for the entire weekend. So yeah, so if you want to sit down and grind it over the weekend, you can also do that and get and level up quickly and get credits quickly and farm credits quickly. Oh, me. Okay, so let's see. So my resistance is sitting a bit low, so I might put more points into that just to try and make it a bit more even. It also means that we take less damage from energy attacks, which that tech mage was using energy attacks. As you can see, we leveled up, so now we have new mail again. Go to the mail, collect your level up bonus. Boom, we get extra credits. What's not to love? It's free money. Go to our gear now in our inventory, and you can see we have more stats to allocate to our gear. So I'm just going to increase that again. Yeah, just go through, increase it all, and yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna add more resistance to the armor, or more technology to the armor. And here we're gonna upgrade that, and we have no stats that we can add on. So, boom, that is now done. So you can see if you go to this, we want our PvP. So 1 of 5 PvP wins is now completed. And yeah, let's go back into another 1v1. So in order to help players level up and stuff, what the devs have done is that if you don't find an actual another person when searching for a game, it'll just pair you up with a random NPC or within your level range. So I think in this case we've been paired up with the Mindbot. Still works the same. It's just instead of versing a player, you verse an NPC. It'll still give you the rewards as if you are versing a player though. So yeah, we're gonna go in, hit him with the smoke screen, lower the dexterity. You can see here, dexterity's lowered, got lowered defense now. Then yeah, we just keep hitting them with we're gonna keep hitting them with the physical attacks, with the green attacks. Yeah, awesome, sweet, we blocked it. Let's hit him with the auxiliary. The auxiliary should do decent damage now. Yeah, boom, 84 damage, it's good damage. Boom, boom, we block again. So lowering dexterity also reduces your opponent's chance to hit. Yeah, how the chance to hit works in return in terms of dexterity is that it works on the difference between your dexterity and your opponent's. Certain NPCs later on, it may just be better to fight over and over, then go into 1v1 to get levels quicker too. True, yeah, you can go to just directly fight NPCs on the map. Some of them, yeah, you can farm as well. You can quickly farm to get XP that way. Those wins won't count towards your 1v1 wins, and instead will count towards your NPC wins at the bottom. Doesn't really mean much. It just it's just a different type of win. It just doesn't affect your wins across for your achievements and for this ranking as well. So we won. We got a home item and we got a sabotage kit. And then we've got a bunch of XP. Close out. Boom. We're level 9 now. Level up. Let's. What do you want to do? Do I want more damage in the stun grenade? Actually no, I'm going to put another point into smokescreen, further reduce the dexterity. And then from here, let's see, I think I might put some more stats into dexterity. Just, actually, scratch that. Gonna put more stats into support. And then hit, oh, no, I do need stat and dexterity as well. Boom, done. jumped up to level 9. Once again, rinse repeat, got the level up bonus, claim that, get your credits. Yeah, inventory. Go through, see if you have any upgrades. Pistol has an upgrade, upgrade that. Basic armor has an upgrade, we got more stats. Let's put that into dexterity. And the bazooka, we got another stat here, we can up the damage again. Pretty much always, it's recommended that you that you pretty much want to upgrade your stats to be as high as possible and stuff. Because obviously the more stats you have, the better, the more damage and stuff you're going to be able to do, and the less damage you'll take, depending on what your build is. Won another fight, so we just keep going. We just pretty much keep doing PvP wins, PvP battles until we until we finish that mission. How long have we been live for now? I've been live for about an hour and a half. Okay, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good effort. I feel like I've spent a lot of time explaining and less time playing, but that's what this series is meant to be for. Obviously, as you level up, it takes more XP to reach the next level. Check the Mind Guard. He's got more resistance, but we're still just going to hit him with the smoke screen. Yeah, using smoke screen is great. Lowers the defense, lowers accuracy. Oh, he used the shield. Okay, so he used a shield called Defense Matrix. To see what the shields do, you just click on their thing, and it'll say here, boom, they've gained 76 defense. That's a lot. So instead of hitting with physical attacks now, we're going to hit them with the energy attacks. How long do I plan to play this episode? Play for this episode 1? I'm probably going to call it soon, to be honest. I've been live for an hour and 40, and we're almost level 10. I think I'm going to go until I finish either this mission or the next mission. Yeah, okay, so he still has the defense shield up. Doesn't hit him with the energy damage because it deals more. NPCs can use shields above 75% health. I did not know that. I didn't know that there was a threshold for that. So yeah, there you go. So if an enemy is above 75% of their health, they have the chance to use the shield. They won't always, but they have a chance. So yeah, boom, we're going to steal his energy. He's got no energy left, so all he can use is his basic attack and his pistol. That's fine. He's lost his shield here, so I'm just going to smack him with a grenade. Boom. Yeah, we finally got a stun. Skips his turn, free turn, and boom. Right. This applies to bosses too. Yeah, okay, sweet. So any NPC, as long as they're above 75% health, they have a chance to put up a defensive shield of some sort. That's just a nice little bit of information to know. Yeah, boom, level up again, hit level up. So, now that we're level 10, might take a point off of smokescreen. One here. Now we can access this the bottom 3 skills. Yeah, so you have Shadow Hearts here, which increases the block chance. Just straight increases your chance to block. Increases the chance for your grenade to stun. As you can see, it's got all the different tiers on it. So level 1 and 2 is 5%, level 3 and 4 is 6%, 5 and 6 is 7%, 8 and 9 is 8%, then 9 and 10 are 9% and 10% respectively. At the start, I'd recommend putting at least only 1 point into this. Because it increases, it increases all of your weapon damage by 5%. It increases your block chance by 5%. It increases your stun chance by 5%, and it also gives you an extra 10% dexterity. So that 10% that extra 10% dexterity is only 10% of what this white number is. Doesn't take into consideration what any additional bonuses are. So yeah, and you also won't see. You also won't see the bonus until you are in battle. So yeah, at level 10, I'd personally recommend investing into this. You can also invest into Massacre. So what this does, this is like your ultimate move. This is like your ultimate skill. You can't use it for the first 3 turns of a battle. You can use it on the 4th turn, and then basically depending on how much strength it's. The damage for this is determined by what your primary damage is. You go up to the enemy and you unleash a flurry of blade strikes, dealing massive damage, 30% of defense ignore, so it's got 30% penetration to your opponent's defense, and you heal 50% of the total damage dealt. This 50% lifesteal does not stack with Bloodlust or any other lifesteal. It's basically how the game's lifesteal things calculations work, is whatever source of lifesteal gives you the most, that's what is used in calculation. So if I used Massacre, it would just give me 50% of the damage that I've dealt to the opponent. You also have Venom Strike, so same thing. So it's this one is like for more damage over time. You go up to an enemy, hit them with your blades, and you poison them. Deals like puts a damage over time effect on them, where they take poison damage. I suppose you could argue poison damage is like true damage. It's not affected by like opponents' like resistances or anything like that. Yeah, and then that'll tick away at their health every time it goes to their turn. They will lose whatever value of poison damage as a HP. The thing with Venom Strike and with Toxic Grenade, which is a skill that tactical mercenaries can learn, but it's just another poison skill, is that if an opponent uses Field Medic, it gets rid of the poison. So, you could use this skill on an enemy, and then the opponent could immediately Field Medic, and then the poison is basically useless at that point because they've just nullified it completely. I might show you quickly as well, like how each of the skills work. I'll put a point into Venom Strike first, and then I'll do Massacre later. In terms of stats, I think that we evenly split the dexterity and technology here. Quick level up, and boom. So, in regards to the shields for the NPCs, Celio did send through a big message just before. The shields are based on what your highest damage type is in regards to your primary, sidearm, or auxiliary. The number that they take is like the highest is like the number at the top of the range. So because my bazooka, my auxiliary weapon, has a range of 268 to 286, 286 being way higher than what the damage is for my energy blaster. If an enemy is going to use a shield, it'll be physical because that is the higher number. Oh man, pardon me, apologize. Sometimes sometimes it may be worthwhile to, like when versing bosses or versing NPCs of some sort, sometimes it's worthwhile to have the damage type be opposite, to have your highest damaging value here be opposite the damage type of the rest of all of your skills and stuff like that, just so if an enemy does chuck up a shield, you can still hit them with with your skills of the opposite damage type. Oh, hey Xena, how you doing? Oh, the cat's come to join the stream. Hello. How you doing? Alright, well, I'm in the middle of the stream, Xena. You just want some pats. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. Hello. You going for a wander, huh? Looking at the mouse, huh? You okay? Whoa, don't fall off the desk. Let's see, yeah, so that's pretty much that's basically how the shields will work. Celio has explained it very well in his comment. Hey, don't bite that. Don't bite the headset stand. Yeah, so yeah, basically whatever the highest damage type is, that will be the type of shield that your opponent will put up if you're versing an NPC. Versing a player, they might not. They probably won't. We have new mail. Another level up bonus, right? Forgot that we leveled up to level 10. Hey, stop. Don't do that. Oh, man. Okay, go back to the inventory, upgrade our gear again. Let's put a point into... She's gone. Let's put a point into support there. Upgrade that. Energy blaster. Let's go damage here, and we'll go technology again. basic armor. So I think now, yeah, now at level 10 you unlock your first defense or resistance point. Just because my resistance is lower, I'm going to put a point there, and then I'm going to put up a stat point into my dexterity. Upgrade that, and then with my bazooka, got another point here and another point into my dexterity. So now what that does, so you can see they're pretty much even now. Whichever like defense type you put your armor points into will have a lower a smaller range. But you know, generally you want to try and keep them like even, just to protect against all damage types. Anywho, let's go into another battle and I'll show you how Venom Strike works. Oh, okay, we're versing another player. And this person has a lot of dexterity, which means that their overload is going to deal a lot of damage. I don't really know if I can win this one. I think I have to start with Smokescreen. I'm going to hit them with the Fame because why not? I don't even know how much that's going to do because they've just hard stacked dexterity. Yep, that's a lot of damage. I don't think that there's much I can do in this one. I'm going to hit them with Venom Strike. I'm not dealing very much damage at all. So I'm poisoning them. Yep, hit me with that. I think I'm just dead this next turn, to be honest. I think I'm just straight dead. So yeah, so early game PvP, yeah, I'm just straight dead. There you go. I just lost. Simple as that. So early game PvP is usually it's usually about just investing heavily into stats. This guy is way stronger than I am at the moment. Let's just use this, get it out of our inventory. But yeah, so as I showed you in that fight, Venom Strike, you hit them and then it just deals passive damage over time. Simple as that. I'm going to show you how Massacre works next, and I think after I show you how Massacre works, I'm going to change up my build with the Shadow Arts, and I'm going to tweak my build a bit. So we're going to jump into a 1v1 battle now. Search, search, search. I can't imagine there's a lot of other people in the lower levels that are playing at the moment. Most people in the game are at level 40, which is technically the level cap, but you can earn XP beyond level 40 to earn legendary ranks. Legendary ranks basically let you get like extra damage on your weapons, they let you lower the cost of cores. It's like a bunch of like little nice bonuses. Yeah, simple as that. So you can see we have a pretty full skill bar at the moment, so we're just gonna, same thing, hit him with Smokescreen. Boom, done. He might shield, he did not shield, that's good. Now we're going to throw our grenade at him. Hopefully we get a stun. If we don't get a stun, that's okay. But now his health is below 75, so he won't shield. And I'm just going to throw a static grenade at him. Going to recover some energy back, because why not? It's always nice to have more energy. Right, so 3 turns have passed. As you can see, now we have Massacre. It is available to use. Costs 280 energy. It's a lot of energy, but usually your super ability will deal a lot of damage. Click on that, walk up, and bang, 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 bang. Yeah, good amount of damage. As I said before, Massacre, the damage that you deal with Massacre is determined by what your primary damage is. If you are going to invest into Massacre, I'd recommend having a lot more strength than what I have. I don't have a lot at the moment, so I'm not dealing very much. And then yeah, I'm just going to kill him. But it's a nice skill. It costs a lot though, and you have to wait 3 turns before you can use it. So it does have its own downsides. Right, we leveled up. Awesome. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to respec my build a fair bit. So I'm going to clear all this. I'm going to bring all this down. So what I would personally recommend going for as a bounty hunter is a dexterity focused build. So what that basically means is I'm going to try and have really high dexterity, so that way multi-shot deals a lot of damage. So the way that I'm going to build the skill tree, I'm going to put a point into Smokescreen, I'm going to put a point into Static Grenade, and a point into Bloodlust. I'm going to put a point into Reflex Boost. I'm going to put a point into Multi-Shot. I'm going to put another point into Multi-Shot, and I'm also going to put another point into multi-shot. I'm going to put a point into the stun grenade, and then I'm going to put 1 point into Shadow Arts, and then I'm going to put another point into... I think I put another point into multi-shot here. So multi-shot deals deals more damage depending on how much dexterity that you have. Shadow Arts gives you an extra 10% dexterity, so they kind of work hand in hand. And I got Stun Grenade because, having Shadow Arts gives you an extra 5% chance to stun on top of their 15%, so for a total of 20% chance to stun, or 20% base chance to stun. So now the stat points, I'm going to invest very heavily into dexterity, and I'm going to put the rest into technology. Now I'm going to go over and see if any of the skills that I have require stats. It doesn't look like it. Then I'm going to hit level up. Boom. Awesome. Build has been changed. Collect my free credits for leveling up. Awesome. And now we're going to go to the gear. From here, upgrade the damage again. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to put some more points into technology to bring my resistance up. So boom, bring that up here. Bring up the damage. This one's already got max technology. I'm going to take a couple points from this and put them into here. Yep. And I think I'm going to take the support and 2 spots from there and put that into tech. Yeah, okay, I think that's a good level. So now, resistance is pretty high, defense is pretty high. You'll notice that the damage types here are fairly low, but that's okay. Because with a dexterity build, your main focus is going to be using multi-shot to deal damage. So, actually, and I think as well, because of how the 10% dexterity boost works, if you're at if the last digit is 5 or above, you will gain. I'm pretty sure you'll gain. I'm pretty sure it rounds up to what the nearest multiple of 10 is. When it tries to give you your 10%. So because I have 48, it should give me 5 extra dexterity from that passive. So wait for battle just to see. Wow, we're at 2 minutes and 11. Well, it's been going on for a long time. So click on it. Yeah, so it gives us an extra 5, which is what you want. And as you can see here, it gives us extra damage on all of our weapons. He has used a defense matrix, meaning that his defense has been increased. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to hit him with the sidearm. Does a little bit of damage, not a lot. And wait for him to use his attack. So because our resistance is so high now, and our defense is so high, NPCs are going to struggle with damaging you. So because, once again, we've invested heavily into dexterity, damage for this is very, very high. Use the multi-shot, does a huge chunk of damage, and we get a good amount of energy back, meaning that we can pretty much spam it pretty effectively without having to worry about running out of energy. So he's pretty low health. This shield only lasts 3 turns, so we used it on the first turn. We're now round 3, meaning that if I use the dexterity, if I use smoke screen now, by the time it gets to our turn, his shield will have disappeared. So yep, he uses cheap shot, that's fine. And then boom, his shield's gone, meaning that we can hit him with a physical attack and it should deal a lot more damage. So I'm going to hit him with the grenade, hope for the stun. Didn't get it, that's fine, still got him pretty low. He's going to heal, that's okay. We have this back, so I'm just going to use it because it's our best damaging skill. Boom, almost kills him. And as you can see, we're not really having any problems in terms of HP or anything like that. So this turn he's pretty much guaranteed to die. The minimum amount of damage that you can deal is 30, whether or not you get blocked or deflected or anything. If you do a normal attack or auxiliary sidearm, the minimum is always 30. The minimum damage that you can deal when using a skill is 50. So you can see, completed that fight. Awesome. We don't have any of the war stuff. Mission log now. See, we completed the mission. Click complete mission. Done. You get your credits. Then, yeah, boom. Next mission. You can accept it. And there we go. Another 10 PvP victories, and we get 2,000 credits. yeah, so I think I'm just gonna do. I'll do one more. I'll do one more match. Actually, no, I'll fight until we get to the end of Power Hour. So in about 12 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Wait for the battle. Just search. Ah, man. This has been pretty fun so far, though. You know, I've been enjoying going through and explaining everything and explaining how the game works. So he's got less resistance, so just hit him with a sidearm. So we got first turn there, which is good. So we get a free turn to do whatever we want. He goes for a grenade, hits the crit. That's not fun, but it's fine. Hit him with the multi-shot, heal up some health, get some energy back. Big damage to him. As you can see, he's hitting for peanuts. He's doing barely anything. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hit him with smoke screen. Ooh, pardon me. Boom. He healed up. Hit him with a grenade. Hope we got the stun. We do not. That's okay. And he should be dead next turn now because of how much damage multi-shot deals. Yeah, boom. Easy. So yeah. So we got a super sabotage kit. Awesome. And we leveled up to level 12. That's what you want to see. So what people tend to do, what I'd recommend to do as well, is that if you're trying to focus on using one specific skill to deal damage, you kind of want to upgrade that skill to be as strong as possible. So every time you level up, you kind of want to keep investing skill points into it, and then like further buffing up the stats, on the stat of that skill. So yeah, I might keep this. I'll keep this one at 48 because we're still gaining. Actually, I might reduce this down to 50. I'll reduce this down to 45, so we still get the +5 boost. And I'm going to invest more stats into. What is it? I think I'm going to invest more points into support and into technology as well, and 2 more into support. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. Hit level up. Boom. Done. Level up. Get your level up bonus. Awesome. And we use our thing. We use our kit. Awesome. Getting closer to this first tier of the war prize. That's really nice. And we've got 10 minutes left of the power hour. So we're just going to quickly go through and upgrade our gear. Let's put more points into dexterity here. What do we have here? I'll put another point to dexterity. And upgrade this. And yeah, we'll do 1 more point to dexterity. Done. We'll do a battle. Awesome. What are you doing? Cat's just roaming around. It smells like she pooped though. It's not very fun. Ah, man. It feels good to get back into the game though, Like, I've missed it, Like, I've missed making content. Oh my god. Yeah, I've missed making content for the game as well. Just to really enjoy making videos and stuff. I feel like streaming is a bit better though, you know what I mean? Like, it's a more active involvement instead of just like making like build videos and things like that. So he defense matrixed, so I used my sidearm because he has way less resistance now. Then used multi-shot. See, this is turn 3, so if I hit him with a smoke screen, it means next turn I can do physical damage and he won't have a shield against him. Yeah, as you can see, he's dealing like no damage to us because we have 203 to 244 defense. Hit him with a stun grenade, hope for the stun. No stun, that's fine. He's going to heal now. Awesome. And now we're just going to hit him with a multi-shot. Huge damage. Let's see. He uses Bunker Buster, that's fine. And now we're just going to hit him with the cheap shot. Boom, bang, bang. Easy. Easy wins. Yeah. Awesome. Sweet. Claim the rewards and on to the next one. Yeah, just keep doing this. Yeah. So this is like the core of like the gameplay pretty much. It's just a lot of like this as you get to the higher levels, your likelihood of you running into players becomes more likely. And then obviously once you're level 40, you pretty much only run it. The closer you get to level 40, the more often you will run into players. Once you're at level 40, or I think level 39, either level 39 or 38, you're pretty much always going to run into another player, into an actual like player. At which point the battles become a lot harder. There's a lot more strategy involved with trying to win. You need like a good understanding of how cores work and how like your class works, and yeah, there's a lot more goes into it. But for now, we're just going to be focusing on the leveling experience, on the early game and mid game grinds. Let's see, yeah, so same thing, just same rinse repeat cycle. A lot of the NPC fights are going to go the same way, but what this means is that you can pretty effectively just like farm wins from them. Oh, and we got the stun, which means easy 5-turn kill. Awesome. Getting the stun's always nice, It's a bit cheese, some people think it's a cheesy strat, and kind of is, but if it works, it works. Use the sabotage kit on the thing. Almost got enough for the bottom tier prize. Almost. Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. Simple as that. Oh, run into a player. And this guy is level 16 now. That is scary. That is very scary. He was level 13 last time we versed him. He's now 4 levels above. And he almost one-shots us with that. So, I don't even know if there's anything that I can do about this. I can heal. 185. Oh, that's really not good. I don't think there's anything I can do here, to be honest. Hit him with that. I don't think it's enough. He's just going to use Overload, and I'm dead. Yep, and he gets the crit. Well, there you go. I mean, he is 4 levels above, and tech mages are... Well, they are better at the stat spamming builds. So let's see. I'm gonna wait till he's in a match, because I don't really want to verse him again. Just gonna keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. I'd say he's probably in a match by now, so now we're gonna search for 1v1. And hopefully this puts us against an NPC. So yeah, unfortunately, so one of the downsides with, with PvPing, in the leveling process is that, you might run into actual players who are, 4 levels above. Trying to win a battle against a player who's 4 levels above is, well, pretty hard, nigh impossible, depending on what their build is. Like that guy, he knows how to build, he knows what he's doing. So yeah, he's just gonna smoke us. Yeah, simple as that. Unfortunately, there's just not much that you can do about it sometimes. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. I feel EpicDuel's like meta for like PvP, or for battles. It's kind of, like a rock, paper, scissors format, you know what I mean? Like, certain builds will pretty much always beat like other builds, but those builds, can beat, a different type of build like pretty much all the time. And then that build can beat, it's like, build A can beat build B pretty easily. Build B can beat build C pretty easily, and then, build C can beat build A pretty easily. It's a cycle like that. It's, probably the easiest way to explain it. Yeah. Alright, sweet, got another win. Awesome. Level 13 now. Just gonna put another point into that. And let's upgrade our health a little bit. How much do you get? Oh, I don't get a lot. Maybe I won't upgrade the health. Let's just put more into dexterity. Level up. Let's grab our level up bonus. More credits. And it's time to upgrade our gear yet again. So I'm going to go technology here. And I'm going to go into here. Upgrade the damage. Let's see. Put another point into the resistance. I'm going to take 2 more out of this, put it into that. Just because if we do run into that guy again, he seems to be giving us a fair bit of trouble. Okay, yep. He seems to be waiting for me to queue. Oh, we changed to Blood Mage. Right. That is a scary, scary build. But we actually might be able to beat him now. We might have a chance. Maybe. I think he's trying to respec all of his other gear around as well. But we'll see how it goes. Might not even run into him. Got 2 minutes left to power hour, and after that I think I'm gonna call it. think I'll call the stream, yeah. Searching, starting battle. Just came up against an NPC. Against an NPC, that's fine. So energy deals more damage anyway, so we're just going to hit him with that. Does he shield? He does not. Awesome. Hit him with the multi. That's half his health gone. It's a good start. Boom. Dealing no damage. Yeah, so boom. Our defenses are pretty even now, which is good. Let's go. Let's just straight go for the stun grenade. Doesn't stun. That's okay. Doesn't deal a lot of damage either. It's because he's got decent resist. He's got decent defense, and we don't have a lot of support. Let's just steal his energy. Boom. Almost at rage now. This attack should put us to rage, and now we can rage, use multi-shot, and this should kill with ease. Awesome. Let's see, done that. Got a little home item. Got 2 home items. Awesome. Lovely. Match is done, and I reckon we can quickly get one more match, hopefully, for the last minute of Power Hour. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. We're going to have like less than 30 seconds to win this fight, so I'm just going to try and speed through this fight as possible. Oh, 25. Come on. Fuck, hit him with that. Oops, sorry, I did not mean to swear. Just ignore that. Got 15 seconds. Oh, this is going to be rough. I didn't think we are going to be able to do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's not happened. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. 1 a.m. Oh, damn. Well, you know, we tried. We really did try. That's okay, though. As you can see, there are 13 hours left in today's competition. Every hour it'll pop up saying how many hours are left. And we use the multi, and that's an easy win for us. Boom, no more power hour, that's fine. I think we've completed, we completed some challenges here, which means that we can claim prize, and boom, we get an armor. As you can see, get the tick here from the battle pass, awesome. And if we go to our inventory, you can see that now we have an armor, so we can equip that. Unfortunately, this armor isn't color customizable, and we've invested so many stat points into the basic armor, I'm just going to keep that for now. But yeah. There we go. I'm just going to go to our home for now, just because it's safe space. And yeah, so this was the start to hopefully a new series. I'm hoping to be able to continue this. I'll do the bounty hunter first and get through that. And then once this bounty hunter gets to level 40, gets to max level, I think I'm gonna switch and I'll go through and do a run through with mercenary or tech mage or whatever we decide to go through as. I hope this the stream was informative. I hope the video was informative. Thank you everyone for popping in and watching. I had a lot of fun. I was glad to see a bunch of people pop through and stuff. A bunch of old and new names. It was good. But I think this is where I'm gonna call it. So once again, thanks everyone for watching. I know it's a long one. Hopefully the videos I'm going to upload to YouTube will be a bit shorter, but as this is the first one, I think I'm just going to upload this whole thing in and have it like that. But thanks again everyone for watching. It was an awesome stream, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. See ya. Peace.